We missed the exit, took the long way. Your sneakers on the dash like always. Gold light falling through your hair. Traffic moving slow like we got nowhere. Cherry soda melting in the cup holder. Your playlist getting bolder and bolder. You laugh and lean your head outside. Summer sneaking in with the night. Windows down, cool air, singing loud though we don't care. City lights all blur below. Driving fast with nowhere to go. You look over, smiling sideways. Street lights dancing on your face. Funny how the world feels new in a car right next to you. Your friends keep texting where you've been. We just keep crossing bridges again. Half a take in a fading sky. Pink and orange spilling outside. You tap rhythms against the door. Say you hate growing up for sure. And for a second everything feels lighter than it's ever been. Windows down, cool air, singing loud though we don't care. City lights all blur below. Driving fast with nowhere to go. You look over, smiling sideways. Street lights dancing on your face. Funny how the world feels new in a car right next to you. No big words, no promises, just late night roads and little things. Your shadow moving next to mine, soft like radio lullabies. Maybe we don't need a reason. Maybe this is all it is. Warm wind rushing through the speakers. Young enough to stay like this. Windows down, blue night, summer almost in our sight. Headlights stretching down the coast. Holding on to moments most. Laugh louder, music higher. Neon sparks and telephone wires. Funny how the whole world moves, but tonight feels stuck on you. Got salt on your sunglasses, orange light on both our jackets. Slow hands waving out the window, laughing every time the wind blows. FM static, cheap motel signs. Your faded blue tea catching sunlight, and the whole coast starts to shimmer every time you say remember. Golden hour on the highway, music loud in all the right ways. Ocean air through tangled hair, summer floating everywhere. You lean close just to tell me some dumb joke from 17. Funny how the smallest nights stay with you your whole life. We stop nowhere for cold drinks. Talk about impossible things. You say maybe we move someday, somewhere warmer near the bay. Your fingers tap into the kick drum. Sunset fading into pink neon. But for a moment all the noise turns softer than your voice. Golden hour on the highway, music just tapping when the chorus comes. Traffic moving slow beside the water. Some are hiding in the small stuff. Street reflections on your cheekbones, singing half the words we don't know. Laughing every time we miss the time, and somehow making it sound perfect. Nothing big enough to post about, just your voice mixed with the engine sound. Funny how the quiet moments stay long after the night fades out. Stop for snacks at a corner market. You bought gum and a cheap magazine. Stood outside beneath apartment windows, talking like we're 17. Your hair caught in the coastal wind. You kept stealing fries off my tray again, and the whole world felt low volume, soft around the edges then. Street reflections on your cheekbones, singing half the words we don't know. Laughing every time we miss the time, and somehow making it sound perfect. Nothing big enough to post about, just your voice mixed with the engine sound. Funny how the quiet moments stay long after the night fades out. No dramatic conversation, just late buses passing by us. Your shoulder brushing mine for seconds, like it didn't mean a thing. Maybe that's why I remember not the music or the weather, just the way you look distracted, staring out the passenger side. Street reflections getting blurry, both of us too tired to hurry. Windows cracked to let the air in, cool against our sunburned skin. You smile small and lean back slowly, counting planes above the buildings. Funny how the smallest nights turn into your favorite feelings. Been taking overtime all month. Same train ride, same headphones on. Convenience store coffee every morning. Watching summer move without me. Then your name showed up last Friday under some old beach photo dump. You in that striped shirt, laughing sideways, hair messed up from the salty wind. Now I keep thinking about the coastline. Windows cracked in your hand by mine. Cheap motel lights and white sandals. Music low while the road curves slow. Funny how the smallest memories hit harder after busy weeks. Promise me when life calms down, we'll drive back there somehow. Drive back there somehow. I still remember that tiny diner where you stole fries off my plate. The owner played old pop songs badly. You danced anyway in your socks. And lately every warm breeze after work pulls me right back into it. Like somewhere past the apartment towers, that version of us still exists. Now I keep thinking about the coastline. Windows cracked in your hand by mine. Cheap motel lights and white sandals. Music low while the road curves slow. Funny how the smallest memories hit harder after busy weeks. Promise me when life calms down, we'll drive back there somehow. Drive back there somehow. shoulders in the parking lot, talking till the ice melted down. Maybe we got older quietly, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Still got your hoodie in my backseat from that trip in late July. So if you call me next weekend, say you wanna leave the city again, I'll bring the snacks and half-charged speakers. You can pick the songs this time. Maybe nothing stays forever, still I like the thought of us driving slow beside the water, like no time ever passed.
Across the table, phone still buzzing in my backpack, too tired to answer anyone. And an old video started playing, all of us yelling from the backseat. Someone missing every turn again, someone spilling fries on the floor. Back when 22 felt easy, running on no sleep somehow, singing badly through the speakers, thinking life would just work out. Now everybody's hard to schedule, different cities, different lives. Still your names come back to me whenever summer hits at night. Whenever summer hits at night. One friend's working every weekend, one just moved into a new place, one stopped posting like they vanished. Guess we all got quieter. Crazy how we used to stay out, talking till the sky turned pale. Now we leave bars before midnight, saying text me when you get home. Back when 22 felt easy, buying snacks at 2 a.m., taking drives without a reason, windows full of humid air. Now everybody's world's got heavier, meetings, bills, and aching back. Still I miss those random evenings more than I know how to say. More than I know how to say. So tonight I finally called you, heard you laugh and froze a second, like no time had really happened, like we never drifted far. Maybe we don't need to chase it, that exact version of ourselves. Still I want another summer with the people who knew me first. Maybe somebody brings their partner, maybe somebody leaves too soon. Maybe we just sit and talk a while with convenience store drinks again. But I know once the stories start and someone laughs until they cough, for a moment it'll feel like nothing ever really changed. Towed back by the passenger seat, hair tie wrapped around your wrist. You're replying to voice messages with that sleepy half-awake grin. There's condensation on the windows, traffic humming under us. You say, play the one I sent you, then steal my drink without asking. Maybe love the looks more like this. Missing turns on purpose sometimes. Talking over songs we both knew, like the chorus can't wait. Nothing polished, nothing staged, just your silhouette and passing lights. Funny how the softest moments hit me hardest on the drive home. You post blurry photos later, caption says somewhere after 10. I'm in the background out of focus, holding snacks and car keys again. You keep laughing at your own jokes, summer air slipping through the window, and the whole night feels low volume, warm around the edges somehow. Maybe love looks more like this. Shared playlists and empty side streets, singing wrong lyrics confidently while the signal cuts in and out. Nothing movie worthy really, still I replay nights like these. You absent-mindedly beside me, like you never planned to leave. No huge speeches in the front seat, just you hungry, you still awake, just your hand resting near mine for a couple traffic lights. Maybe growing up feels smaller than everybody said it would, when there's someone next to you making ordinary nights feel good. So keep rambling when I'm driving, tell me random things you think about. Watch the buildings pass in silence while your sneakers tap the floorboard. And if all our days stay messy, if we're always slightly tired, I still want these slow night drives with you laughing in the passenger side.
Your hoodie folded in the backseat, still carrying the faint sunscreen smell. You're scrolling through old camera rolls with the brightness turned way down. There's a soft glow from the side streets, music pulsing under us. You say crazy how fast this year went, then leave the sentence hanging there. And the coastline keeps unfolding, dark blue mixing with the lights. You beside me, talking quietly, like we've got nowhere else tonight. Maybe love feels bittersweet, 'cause nothing good stays exactly still. Still I choose these slow night drives over almost anything. Stop for drinks near the water, you kept stealing ice from mine. Said your friends all think you changed now, I said maybe we all did. Then you laughed the way you used to, head tilted toward the window glass, and for a second I could see us back before life got so scheduled. And the coastline keeps unfolding, warm air moving through the car. You hum little parts of songs without remembering the words. Nothing overly dramatic, just your shoulder next to mine. Funny how the quiet evenings always hit the hardest later. No forever conversations, no pretending we're still kids. Some things fade without disappearing, like old friends or summer feelings, or your name lighting up my phone. Now the road is getting emptier, dashboard glowing soft and low. You fell quiet 20 minutes ago, watching shadows pass the guardrails. And I know by next week, Monday, we'll go back to crowded schedules. Still tonight feels suspended somewhere between moving on and staying close.
You showed up wearing yesterday's hoodie, sunlight caught in your messy hair. Said I need to get out for a minute, so we just kept driving nowhere. There's pollen floating through the warm air, everyone outside again after months of gray routines. The whole city feels half awake, and suddenly the world feels lighter. Orange clouds above the road, music shaking through the speakers like it knows something we don't. Maybe nothing's fully figured out yet, maybe that's alright for now. We're still young enough to chase whatever this feeling is. Your sneakers up against the sea edge, cold drink sweating in your hands. You keep pointing out tiny things like dogs hanging out car windows. And I don't know why, but lately small moments hit differently, like life stopped trying so hard to be anything impressive. Now the air tastes like summer coming, late daylight stretching everything. Friends still texting random plans with too many exclamation marks. Nothing movie perfect about it, still it feels good being here. All our unfinished little lives moving slowly toward the light. No huge breakthrough conversation, no dramatic change of heart, just the sound of everybody laughing while the traffic starts to thin. Maybe freedom's less about escaping, more about nights like these. Windows down, warm when moving, not needing anywhere to be. So keep the playlist going softly, take the long way home again. Watch the sky turn deep blue slowly over glowing apartment windows. And even if the future's blurry, even if we miss a few turns, I still think there's something beautiful waiting somewhere up ahead.
Cherry stains on the steering wheel, someone yelling on turn again. April folding into green fields, like a movie missing half its script. Your laugh cuts through the engine noise, sharp as sunlight off a mirror. And suddenly the whole afternoon starts moving stretching longer. Gold dust hanging in the air. And the road keeps pulling forward, like it's got something to show us. So if this moment disappears tomorrow, if the years move fast again, I'll still hear your voice somewhere whenever spring comes back around.
Softly on the dashboard, somewhere past the county line. You were talking about a bookstore you found once near the shoreline. The air smelled faintly like sunscreen and old paper in the heat, while the sky kept turning colors, too unreal to photograph. Summer moving slow around us, windows humming with the road. You're tracing shapes into the glass while the stereo played low. Nothing heavy in the moment, still it stays with me somehow, like a postcard left forgotten inside the pocket of a coat. You felt quiet for a few miles, watching boats become small lights. I kept driving with one hand loose, like we had all night to waste. Then you laughed at something random, said the stars look slightly fake, and the whole world felt suspended between memory and now. Summer moving slow around us, streetlights blurring near the coast. You're singing parts of old choruses without caring if they fit. Funny how the softest evenings end up lasting in your mind, long after the season changes and everybody's moved along. No promises across the console, no dramatic final scene, just your sandals by the floor mat and your silver rings catching light. Maybe love is less about forever, more about who you become beside someone. All the tiny borrowed versions of yourself along the way. Now the night has turned electric, blue reflections on your face. You're half asleep beside the window while the road keeps slipping west. And someday when I hear the song in some crowded place again, I'll remember how that summer felt endless.
Friday fading through the rear view, office towers turning gold, tie loose and somewhere at a stoplight, finally breathing like myself again. There's a message from my brother, don't forget snacks on your way, and a photo of the dog waiting right beside the front doormat. Now the whole city feels softer, summer air between the lanes. Every red light kind of feels alright when the weekend's close enough to taste. Nothing glamorous about it, still I wouldn't trade this feeling. Driving home with tired eyes and something light inside my chest. The grocery bag slide on the backseat, someone's playlist fills the car. All the pressure from the work week slowly dissolving with the dark. There's a group chat making plans now, half the messages are jokes. Somebody saying beach tomorrow with 6 exclamation marks. Now the buildings blur like water, warm lights spilling from apartment rooms. And for once nobody needs anything more than food and somewhere safe. Maybe happiness is quieter than everybody makes it sound. Maybe it's the small relief of knowing you can sleep tomorrow. Keys dropping into ceramic bowls, paws skidding fast across the floor. Someone asking from the kitchen, how late were you working this time? And suddenly the week feels distant, like rain drying off the pavement, all replaced by that familiar feeling of finally being home. So keep the windows cracked a little, let the night air fill the car. Watch the traffic thin out slowly under glowing weekend signs. Somewhere past the last green signal, with the music low and warm. I can already feel tomorrow waiting quietly at home. Your sunglasses sitting crooked, mint gum tucked inside your cheek. You keep changing all the station presets, like you're curating the heat. The sunscreen on the passenger window, cold peach soda in the door, and your laugh keeps jumping ahead of me every time. fireworks above the waves, just us laughing at a wrong exit with sand stuck to our shoes. Maybe love feels more like this now. Easy silence, open roads, someone reaching for your ice drink like they've always had permission. Now the daylight's stretching thinner, pink clouds fading by the coast. You felt quiet watching seabirds circle slowly near the pier. And I know someday this summer will collapse into old photos. Still I hope these little moments keep replaying in my head.
Streetlights melting on your skin, silver flickers through the glass. You keep drawing little constellations with your finger on your cup. Somewhere past the sleeping suburbs, radio static turns to blue, and the night folds open slowly like a letter never sent. We move like faded Polaroids, soft around the edges now, to reflections in the windshield, floating through electric dark. Maybe love was never fireworks. Maybe it's this quiet thing, your voice low against the engine hum, summer breathing through the seams. Your earrings catching passing headlights like tiny satellites in motion. You say my name without finishing it, then smile into the window. There's a warmth beneath the silence, something almost spilling over, like the city knows we're leaving before we do ourselves. We move like late night cinema, half remembered, half improvised. All the signals blur together in the corners of my eyes. Nothing here is permanent, that's what makes it glow this hard. Every fleeting little second burning softly in the dark. No promises above the highway, no forever underneath the stars. Just your shoes against the format, keeping rhythm with the road. Maybe we're just temporary lights, passing through each other's weather. Still I want this exact feeling a little longer than tonight. Now the skyline's getting distant, midnight blue across your face. You felt quiet beside the window, watching buildings dissolve away. And somewhere in another summer, I'll hear these scents and think of you. All the neon colored shadows we mistook for something, and